These two guys walked into my shop a little while ago while I was working on that Como. And this is Manny and Ethan. And they are with Revive Detailing here in Wichita. So I thought I'd say hi. But they just finished this car. Let's look at it. Tell us what you did.
So we did a full interior deep clean. And then we polished everything at the end to give it that shiny protection.
Anyway, this is Daniel's pickup. You saw this on the channel a couple of months ago. And it looks really good, guys.
Thank you.
It's
We
really
appreciate
good. But it was very nice to meet you. And these two young men, and they are young.
18.
What'd you say? 18. And how old are you, Ethan? 15. So they are out here working just like Daniel. And I think it's awesome to see the youngins out there working instead of out there
working.
Oh no, it's nothing for me to work. Alrighty, friends. So today we're gonna get started on this 2008. It's a 2008 Chevy Suburban. It's got some problems. Like, ouch. Scott's looking for a part for that. We're not worrying about the exterior right now. We just need to worry about the interior. It's got a nice little dash mat. I really like that. Wish I knew where to find something like that. Definitely some shiny leather. Super windy today, but that's all right. We'll figure it all out. So anyway, they bought this hoping that they could fix it for their family. You know, Tori has lots of kids, and this, it'll clean up okay. I mean, we shouldn't have too much problem cleaning it up. Bottom side of the seat needs some attention. Lots of food. We need to get that clamp cleaned out. Looks like those clamps are in pretty decent shape, so we won't have to struggle with it too much. Okay, let's see. This probably won't come very clean, but we'll sure give it our best try. Definitely got an issue there. Well, I was kind of hoping those seats were electronic, but guess not. Well, at least I got a floor mat. Sticky. So I think what we'll do is we'll get the trash out, and then I'll drag the vacuum out here. We'll get some vacuuming done. Doesn't look like this is going to need much in the way of cleaning right back here, even though that's where most of the trash is, but we'll see. Tori and Scott are not going to be perfectionists. They know their children. So I'm not going to get crazy, but we will do what we can to get it clean. So we'll start with the vacuum. So my plan of attack will be to just get the trash out and then start vacuuming. I think that would be the best bet. Let's look at that passenger side. Ooh-wee. Well, at least the mats are not horrible. And my daughter's driving it, so I'm gonna leave it. Give you a better look at this center console. Wow. Oh shit. Huh? Looks clean. Oh. It's got little Velcro tabs there. Awesome. Ooh. Goodness, I don't know that that's going to come clean, but we'll sure give it our best shot. Alrighty, friends, so we are working on the Suburban today. Everything is clean. Everything is done except for the carpets. But I got everything done yesterday. Killed the battery, that was crazy. So today we're going to work on the carpets, see if we can't make these look a little better. Give them some time to dry. This had a stain on it that would not come off, not even with a magic eraser. So, who knows? Anyway, it's much cleaner. I'm going to work on these carpets also. And as you can see over there, we're dealing with mold. So, we'll definitely have to really dig into that. I'm not really going to do a whole lot to this, but I am going to work on the step side there. And then we're going to let it sit and dry for a little bit. This seat did not come out very well. I'm not sure why. There was a lot of permanent staining in here, but, you know, the kids are going to be kids. And the lady who owned this before the kids bought it is actually related to Scott. And she has lots of kids too, so it is what it is. We just want it to be in good shape for the family. I'm gonna work on getting those off here pretty soon. I did work on this stain a little bit. It lightened up, but that's about it. It's dry, but it definitely has a greasy feel. So what I might do is put a little bit of water in the bucket with some Dawn dish soap and see if we can't break it up a little bit. I don't use a lot of Dawn dish soap, but we'll see. Alrighty, so I'm really hurting from memory on the phone. So I'm really struggling to be able to bring you guys the process. So what I'll do is record a little bit as I clean this one side, and hopefully you'll get an idea of what I'm doing. But it's been a challenge. I need another phone. I really do. And I just can't afford to go and buy another phone. The damn things are too expensive. Anyway, let's get started with our day. So step number one is I used Zep carpet and upholstery cleaner, and I sprayed the carpet and then used the drill brush on it. So the next step is I'm going to get some Dawn dish soap in a bucket of water and a towel, and I'm going to try and clean some of this up. We're never going to get it right, but we can at least diminish, hopefully, some of the staining that's going on. Okay, so we use the Dawn dish soap, which is an alkaline, like degreaser type cleaner. And so when you use something alkaline and you factor in that a carpet and a fabric, which this is leather, but if it were fabric, we would take that into consideration. We would use a more acidic cleaner on top of that to neutralize it. And that's what this is. This is Flex Ice in my bucket. Okay, so now that's on there. We're going to kind of let that sit, kind of neutralize everything, and then we're going to, and in the meantime, going to bring up the extractor. So these extractors, this little green pro or whatever it is, they're not known for having very good suction. So you'll typically see me grab a hold of the nose of it and then start pushing. You might see me go an inch per second on certain spots. That is just me trying to get as much moisture as possible. I am not conservative with the moisture, and so sometimes you just have to take a little extra time to make sure the fluid is out. Well, that did not work. It's still pretty yellow, but at least it's pretty clean. So I'm just gonna go with it. The kids will be okay with it as long as it's clean. It's stained, but it's clean. Alrighty. It's done. It looks a lot better now that it's drying. So maybe it did do some good. Maybe it did. At least it looks clean. This is clean. This is still wicking. But at this point, it's going to be nothing more than a towel. So, as you see, this side actually did okay. Some of it did not come clean, typically over there and up front. Show you the little hump there. Now this is still pretty wet and pretty yellow. Now you can tell it was some kind of a substance because it turned this yellow and it would not come off even with the magic eraser. So we're going to let it dry and see how well it improves. This is the same look that the other side had, and now that the other side is drying, that yellow is not as prominent. So we'll see how this goes. And here is this side. With mold on it, you knew we weren't going to be able to get it, but we got it looking much, much better. In fact, I will tell you this, I'll admit it. It looks better in the camera than it does in person. But you can see the mold. It's still pretty rough. But I've done all of my steps. And that was the best we could get. This looks much, much better. So there you go. That is the carpet cleaning process for me. I don't get to do the easy stuff anymore. Hardly ever. I would love it if I could. But it is what it is. I do like my job. And I am not complaining. This did not improve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the step stool out. And I'm going to work on these decals on the very back. This did not really improve, but it looks better. I mean, it really does. It looks a lot better. And then after I get these decals off, giving this a little bit of time to dry. Okay, so there you go. I need to do a final vacuum. I will get the final vacuum done after I've done the decals and stuff like that. And I'll make a double and triple check. The vehicle definitely didn't come out the way that I had hoped. It's a Chevy. You know, I like Chevys. I was hoping I'd get a good result. No. But this is the story of my life. I love my job. Anyway, this is it. I've got 4 minutes of remaining memory, so I'm going to call it a day with this one. I hope you all have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out on my channel. I sure do appreciate it. And until the next video, you guys know how it goes. And if you don't, you're about to find out. Peace.